In this bulletin, 291 COVID patients remain admitted. Ministry sees effects of policy change. And businesses go online.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Atera Lendua.
Good afternoon, Fiji. Fully vaccinated Fijians can still be infected with COVID-19. Health experts say that this is because vaccines do not offer 100% protection. So far, 3 people who have received 2 doses of the vaccine have died. And although community contact tracing has stopped, the Ministry of Health has plans where fully vaccinated individuals will still be tested.
So it doesn't mean that somebody is fully vaccinated, they will never be tested again. So there are circumstances when they need to be tested.
The Rokutui Nandronga has confirmed the increasing number of COVID-related breaches in recent weeks. Seru Ratukalo says reports given by the police officer in Singatoka shows social gatherings top the breach list. He adds people in the province have been warned that they're not out of the woods yet and life can go back to some state of normalcy if they adhere to COVID-safe procedures.
We again request Turan Koro and Matanitikina. We have been given our guidelines in regards to this, and we hope that our villages are notified on the laws that we have now in terms of breaching COVID-19 protocols.
There are currently 291 COVID-19 patients admitted in hospitals around Vitilevu. Permanent Secretary for Health Dr. James Fong says 72 patients are admitted at the Lotoka Hospital, 60 at the FEMAT Field Hospital, and 159 at CWM Hospital, St. Giles and McCoy. Dr. Fong says 67 patients are considered to be in severe condition, while 14 are in critical condition. The Ministry of Health is seeing the effects of the testing policy change in the Suva-Nosori corridor with a drop in daily reported cases. The change was done so that resources could be targeted to early detection, monitoring and care of persons with COVID-19 who are at higher risk of severe disease. The 7-day average of new cases per day is 561 cases per day or 634 cases per million population per day. The ministry reiterates this does not mean that the outbreak is on a downward trend in the Suva-Nosori community. Test positivity in Suva-Nosori was between 40 to 50% before the change in testing policy and has remained at this high level, which is above the national average. It says this is one indicator of the continuing high level of community transmission in this area. Testing levels in the Western Division remain consistently high, with 3.8 to 4 tests per 1,000 population per day at a 7-day average. The ministry is also seeing increasing cases in the West, with severe disease and deaths as well. Police are investigating an incident where a body of a man in his late 50s was discovered floating in waters near Namboro Waya in Yasawa yesterday morning. Police say the victim went with a 16-year-old boy, also from Waya village, to collect firewood. A few hours later, a farmer from Namarabunda saw the boy clinging to the man's body. Police say attempts made to revive him proved futile. The post-mortem will be conducted as an investigation continues. Businesses are continuing to remodel their operating strategies to keep afloat. Many are now trading online to keep their customers. This is also a step forward for the retailers in these trying times. However, Consumer Council Chief Executive Seema Shandil is warning Fijians not to take advantage of the current situation while trading online. And to our latest COVID-19 update for today. Fiji recorded 398 new COVID-19 infections for the period ending at 8 a.m. yesterday. 254 cases are from the Western Division and 144 are from the Central. The Health Ministry also recorded 5 new COVID-19 deaths for the period of August 10th to the 12th. 3 are from the Central Division and 2 from the West. Fiji has recorded 38,742 cases since April this year. There are now 23,981 active cases in isolation, with 14,301 recoveries in total. The COVID-19 death toll now stands at 345. The vaccination campaign also continues around the country. As of yesterday, 531,512 or 90.6% of the population received their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. 206,223 or 35.2% have received their second dose. The 5 most vaccinated areas include Ba, Rewa, Nadronga and Naitasiri, which are now 100% first jabbed. Next is Nandi. Up ahead, boxers urged to get assistance. And Ryan's speech, a motivation for Fijiana. Stay with us. Welcome back. Fiji Sevens captain Jerry Tuwai reminded his Olympic Sevens team to remain humble and focus on what's ahead. Majority of the Fiji men's Sevens players have reunited with their families today after months away from home. 4 of the players traveled to Suva this morning, including Captain Jerry Tuwai, Semi Ranranra, Yosef Omasi and Aseli Tuibuaka. Tuwai says it was an emotional farewell with the boys at the hotel this morning. He has encouraged them to keep focusing on their goals.
So after this quarantine, the Olympic fever too should end this week, and to move on so we can look forward to many things that are ahead of us.
SANOC Chief Executive Lorraine Ma believes Ban Ryan's speech after the Rio Olympics pushed the Fijiana Sevens at the recent Tokyo 2020 Games. The former national Sevens coach in a speech after the 2016 Rio Olympics revealed a new generation of Fijiana will emerge, and they might be the success story of the 2020 Olympics. Ryan's prediction came true as Fijiana created history by winning their first ever medal at an Olympic event. Ma says while visiting the team with FASANOC President Makarita Lenoa in the Games Village, the video was played to them.
Ben Ryan actually said, that the women's team had trained very hard. The next Olympic Games will be their time, and obviously it was. From finishing 8th, I think it was, in Rio, and now finishing 3rd over a span of only 4 years, and within that 4 years, the last 2 years in very difficult situation, difficult training times, is a really huge performance.
Professional boxers are being urged to access the assistance provided by the government as the sport struggles to stay afloat during these difficult times. Some boxers have raised concerns on why the Boxing Commission of Fiji is not assisting them during this pandemic. Chair Subhash Apana says while they understand the boxers' concerns, they operate within the umbrella of the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
We have discussed with the ministry officials on what we can do about the pandemic. I mean, can we have access to additional funds so that we can assist with the current situation? And we've been told that government has made available various avenues for people to access assistance individually from government.
To win a world title is the pinnacle of any sportsman or sportswoman's career. And that's certainly true for British boxer Steve Ward. It's just that he has taken 45 years to do that. It was Ward's 65th birthday today, and he's recognized by the Guinness Book of Records as the world's oldest boxer. A weakening trough of low pressure lies just to the north of Fiji and is gradually moving north away from the group. The weather is expected to clear by this weekend. That's FBC News now. Join us for our 1-hour major bulletin at 7 p.m. And be sure to download the FBC app to access the latest in news and sports and live radio broadcasts from any of our 6 FBC radio stations. Stay safe and have a good weekend.